We move on to our next speaker, Associate Professor Dr. Pham Quang Minh. He is Dean of the International Studies Department, University of Social Sciences and Humanities, Vietnam National University. He received a PhD in Southeast Asian Study from Humboldt University in Germany in 2002, and he became Vice Dean and then Dean of the Faculty of International Studies at the Vietnam National University in Hanoi, a well-known university in the country. So let's hear from him about the obstacles, the constraints, and the opportunities for ASEAN community.
Yeah. Thank you very much for very kind introduction of the moderator. I don't know whether it is correct that it's my turn now, because yes, in the program there is my turn is on the third, but okay, thank you.
You need a laptop as well.
Oh yes, okay, is it changed? Okay. No, it's okay. Yeah, first of all, I would like to thank you, the organizer, for inviting me to participate in this very important conference on the obstacle and constraint for building the communities, ASEAN communities. I think it is a great honor, not only for me, but also for Vietnam, to be here to represent Vietnam here, because Vietnam is a newcomer. In compare with the other founders, member of ASEAN, Vietnam became, as mentioned, the 7th member of ASEAN in 1995. So there are many things that Vietnam still has to learn. There are many things that we have to look, to consider for the way ahead. But anyway, I think that it is very important for Vietnam to become a member of ASEAN. For a long time, Vietnam was so-called geographically belonging to the region, but spiritually or ideologically, Vietnam was not belonging to this Southeast Asian region. So 1995 was one of, according to our perspective, 1995 was a watershed, or the turning point in the Vietnamese history, in the modern Vietnamese history, as Vietnam became a member of ASEAN family. Why Vietnam decided to become the member of ASEAN? Why does it take so long time for Vietnam to become a member of ASEAN? I think it was the interest of Vietnam itself on the one side, but we cannot forget also the interest of ASEAN on the other side. It is a decision made by mutual interest, both ASEAN as well as Vietnam. So the question is, why Vietnam became so important? I just came back from the conference in the US discussing about the role of Vietnam in Southeast Asia and the importance of Vietnam in the relationship with the US. So the question is, the answer is Vietnam became very important because of its successful transformation in economical field, because of its geographical, strategical location in the region. It's because of its role in the ASEAN process since 1995. So I think Vietnam nowadays can play and should play more important role in ASEAN. So today in this conference, I would like just to answer 3 questions very briefly. Why? First one, why ASEAN community so necessary, so important? Second, how challenging are ASEAN communities? And the third one, what should be done? I would say that it is personal perspective, not official from the Vietnamese government. The first question, why ASEAN community are so necessary, so important for us? It took very long way, as you mentioned, Ambassador Ong, for ASEAN, 4 decades long for ASEAN to go to achieve our goal in 2003, when in the summit at Bali, the member of ASEAN decided to establish the ASEAN communities. I remember very well, the saying by Foreign Minister of Singapore in 1967, or Vietnam, about the necessity of ASEAN, of Southeast Asian countries to be together. I quote, "If we don't hang together, we will be hung separately." Why? Why is so important? Yeah, because 10 ASEAN members countries are very small, very weak. And from the historical perspective, from experiences of Southeast Asia country, the foreign, the outsider player, big power always influence on the process, on the development of Southeast Asian country. So it is one solution of being strengthened, of being better, is to be together. So in 2003, after a long way from the Cold War, from the experiences of struggling for independence, in 2003, ASEAN leaders meet in Bali and to decided, to build up the ASEAN communities. And there is 3 important objectives of ASEAN community. The first one is political security community that focus on the objective that the country in the region will live at peace with one another. So peaceful environment is important for own country, because no country in the Southeast Asian region know the value of the peace, especially Vietnam. For Vietnam, peace is one of the most important value nowadays we learn from the history. And Vietnam is therefore very supporting for this kind of objective. Second, it is to establish ASEAN as a single market and production basis. It's according to the ASEAN economic community. And the third one is the so-called social and cultural community. And thereby, the country should bound together in a partnership as a community of caring and sharing society. So this is very short, very brief objective of 3 communities that the country will achieve in 2015. So the second question, why it is so important? Why ASEAN community is so important and necessary? I think from all perspectives, economical, political, security, and social culture, the ASEAN community will help the people, will help the country in Southeast Asia to have a peace, long-lasting peace and security. There will be economical competitiveness among the people. You know that it is not over the night we can achieve all these objectives, but at least, as Dr. Ong also mentioned, that in 2015 we will have a house to live in this house. So all this will help the country in Southeast Asia to reduce the disparity between the country, because there is still big gap in economical development between ASEAN 6 and ASEAN 4. There will be also the question that no single country in the world can assure the human security, because such kind of challenges became now transboundary. It became so regional and global issue that needs the cooperation of the whole country. And also, there will be the big important question for the people to share their identity, the common identity, to make the people be aware of belonging to one regional family. So it is the importance of building up ASEAN community in 2015 from different perspectives: economical, political, security, and social and cultural. So I try now to answer the second question: how are ASEAN communities challenging? There are many challenges, I think, for not only for the founder of ASEAN, but also for Vietnamese as the newcomer of this organization. I think from the perspective of security, political security communities, there are many obstacles of this objective to be achieved. First one, because of their political diversity, I think the member states of ASEAN have wanted neither to engage in collective defense nor to forge a common foreign policy. To explain this point, I think is must come back, to the history of Southeast Asian country. All of us of the country of Southeast Asia, maybe except Thailand, have very bad experiences of the long time of colonialism. Between 200 and 300 years, ASEAN country was a former colony of European country and just gained the independence during the Second World War. So for them, it is very important to have the question, the problem of independence, of sovereignty. So to forgive, to have a collective defense or common foreign policy is still a way ahead. The other thing is also there is no consensus among countries, even that we are members of ASEAN. That's such kind of question like dispute in the South China Sea, the differences point of view of human rights, on the freedom, on the rule of law and good governance. Such kind of question is still debating among countries, relating also to other problems like so-called Southeast Asian nuclear weapon-free zone. We have seen also that the big power, the four countries like the US, Russia, UK, and France still had objection to sign the treaty of this Southeast Asian nuclear weapon-free zone. So it is also very difficult for Southeast Asian countries to implement this treaty. The second, is about the ASEAN economic community. So we see that in this economic community, the problem is that there is no central authority that is directly responsible for building the ASEAN economic community. It is a problem. Until now, we see that we are just on the first phase of economic integration. There is no plan in ASEAN to integrate the economic agency of the respective members' government, nor to transfer power over economic matter to any central authority. There is also, according to our presentation, also not yet ready to strive from ASEAN country for any common external tariff until now. No information or no action for a monetary union. So it takes a long way for ASEAN country to achieve the goal of ASEAN economic community. The last one is very important. I think it is the ASEAN social cultural community. So the last question, I will be finished in 2 minutes. What should be done? Yes, there are many obstacles, but I would say that we are not so pessimistic. We should be optimistic Because as I mentioned in the beginning, that we cannot be separately. If we are separately, our strength will be reduced. We must be working closely in order to overcome such kind of weakness. And one of the most suggestion, I think, is to bring ASEAN Charter into effect. We have this document ready here, you can see, the ASEAN Charter. It is our most important achievement we can achieve during last 4 decades. It should be mentioned again that 2007, okay, in November 20, all leaders of ASEAN, okay, were agree to sign this document, and it is our passport, it is our ID to go further. Without such kind of document, I think that we cannot go. If we base only on the Bangkok Declaration in '67, it is no guidance, no principle for ASEAN country to work. So here with this charter, ASEAN will have a legal personality. And with this personality, ASEAN can work on behalf of the members country. It will be work as an intergovernmental organization. The charter will also set up many very important, I think, entity, such kind of council for each 3 communities, as we mentioned. Problem is how these 3 communities, how do the council work in the future? Also, there are problem is foreign minister will form an ASEAN coordinating council. To coordinate, problem is to coordinate the entities, the bodies among ASEAN organization. Also to promote coordination between ministerial meeting. We have as mentioned, 700 meeting every year. If compared to 3,500 meeting in EU, we think that we are still lucky to have a less meeting in ASEAN. But anyway, I think this we recognize, we know obstacle, but problem is how to develop the responsibility to cooperate it. We should to promote the culture of compliance because we profit from the ASEAN, from the organization, so we have to pay to this profit that we have from the organization. So I mean, it is a mutual, it is interactive way between regional organization and members. Only in this way we can achieve our goal in 2015. And I see that there is no, we are very positive, we are very optimistic about this. Even that we have only a house, an empty house within furniture, within everything, but at least one house to live in is our dream. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Professor.